everybody, my name is Lisa and I'm a special education teacher. I teach a self-contained kindergarten through 3rd grade class. In today's video, I'm going to take you along with me as I fill out my IEP documentation, and I'm going to show you where I store it. It's also just good to have your documentation ready because that way you know where the students are and how to get them to that next level. It's also good just in case anybody were to ask you about how your students are doing in class. So I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so whenever I take IEP data, I keep all my sheets that I need in here. It just says data sheets. I just kind of wrote it on there. It's not very nice and pretty, but it gets the job done, right? So I have all the tabs of everything that I might need for taking IEP data. And so I probably need to put this one in a sheet protector. You see how it got messed up. I do have a link for all these, but this is if I need frequency. Let's see if you can see that one, duration. And then I have the tabs for like letters and sounds. And so you can have capital letters. This one is lowercase letters. And then I write the goal up here, and then I just write the date down here, and then I can track it. And look how many times I can keep this. A lot of times. So I can show you one, but not with the students' names on it. So this one is for sounds. I guess I could have made a tab for sounds, but I know like all my letters and sounds go in this section right here. What is that? Oops. Right here, I have letters and sounds. And then my next one would be sight words. And I go ahead and I just write down the sight words that we'll be working on. And then this one I put the date on the top. So I have a lot of space for multiple trials. I have some blank ones so that you can just write whatever you want, and then you can put whatever you want. Usually I use this one for numbers if they need to identify numbers or anything like that. And then I really like this one. Not as much as this one because this one you can't really write notes, but I like this one because you can write their goal up here, and sometimes these work, but then sometimes they don't. So you just kind of write your own, I don't know, put it up there at the top, whatever I'm working on subject area wise, and then I can write my goal, and then here I can write notes as to what they're doing. I really like this one. I use this one for basically pretty much all their goals if I need it. And then I just have extra papers. We don't do percentage of opportunities, but if you need it, you have it there. I kind of just change it also. They're editable, so you can change it however you want. And then I just have different types of data sheets. This one has like the prompting levels that they might need, and down here at the bottom it'll say like the prompts: I for independent, G for gestural, V for verbal prompt, PP is for partial physical prompt, and FP is for full physical prompting. You can see I whited out that one up there, but you can do it inside the program. Like I think it's PowerPoint, and you can just edit it yourself. I think these are from different ones. Maybe not, but I used to use these because you could still kind of keep track of all their goals and objectives. But like I said, the one that I really like is this one because it's just general and you can use it for whatever subject and skill, and then you can write notes out to the side. So I use this form a whole lot for my IEP data, and then I just keep them, and then I'll show you how I keep track of all the kids' data and where I store it. Okay, this is the binder I use for my progress monitoring, and so on the side it'll say progress monitor on it. And then I also keep I don't know what you call these, but anyways, it's from Walmart, and it sticks really good. And you know what, I've stuck this on here for the past, I would say two years, and it doesn't come off. And I put a pen there, and that way I always have a pen whenever I'm going to take my data. Sorry for the lights. And then over here on the side I have dividers, and I keep all the kids' information in here, but I'll show you a different binder that doesn't have their names. So for lunch, I am having a salad, and I also have some hummus over here, and these are everything bagel pita chips. Those are really good. And then I just have some slices of bread to eat for my lunch. This hummus is so good. It's from Aldi. I don't know if you have an Aldi near you, but this is the pine nut. Oh, this is roasted pine nut hummus, and it is so good, especially with these pita chips. They're like, I think they're Toll House pita chips. They're everything but the bagel, and they are so good together. So I could eat the whole container of the hummus. They are that good. So you should try it. Okay, so this would be like my documentation for my kids, and I would have them labeled for each divider. I would have their names. So I have like kid 1, kid 2, kid 3, kid 4, and kid 5. Of course, I wouldn't have them labeled like that. I would have their names on it. And then in this little pocket, I like to keep like all their services, paperwork from the ARD, and like their goals, if they have a BIP or personal care services or anything like that that I might need at a quick glance, accommodations, anything you can think of. I would put anything important up in here in the pocket. And then this would be their data. So I could say like this is kid 1 and the year is 2023, 2024, in case you have this kid for the next year. And let's say their goal is math, and then you would write whatever their goal is, and let's say it's something about like addition, and they are to get 5 out of the 6 problems correct. So the date would be, let's say February 2nd, and whatever the skill is, which is computation, addition, or whatever it happens to be. And then if you said it was going to be like 6 problems and they got 4 of the problems correct, then you can say they used a number line, or maybe they use a 10 frame to figure this out, or whatever kind of notes that you want to put on here for the documentation would be good. maybe they refuse to work that day. So you could put something like that here. So I would put all their work samples also behind it and keep it all together. So here is kid number 2, same thing. In the pocket I would put any special information that you need for that child. And let's say theirs is letter recognition and they're working on uppercase letters. So you could put their name, kid 2, and you could put your name. I don't, because I'm always the one recording it, but you could have your para recording the data, but we sometimes take turns. So sometimes they might do one date and, you know, I might do the next date. So I don't really put anything there. The goal might be to identify 26 capital letters, or maybe you want them to identify 13 capital letters. So you would write that here. And then the date over here on the side would be, let's say today's date, which is February 2nd. And let's say they got the letter D, the letter J, the letter P, the letter T, and Y. And so you can count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they got 5. And then maybe the next time, like on the 5th, then they got the letter D, the letter J, they got a P, but this time they got the O and they got a T and they got the V and the Y and the Z. And then you count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so you can see the progression. So sometimes they do progress, sometimes they don't. Maybe they might have an off day or something like that. So you can also make notes down here at the bottom, and you could write the date of like 2/5, you know, they were having a bad day, or they weren't concentrating, they weren't focused, or maybe they were, you know, you put notes down here too. So I really like these sheets. I will have them linked below so that if you wanted to use them too, you could. And then also I like them because they're editable, sorry. And so you can also change this up here. So you, instead of hand letter recognition, put capital letters, or, you know, however else you want to do it. So I really like these sheets. But of course, these are my favorite. The one on Kid 1 are my favorite because you can adapt it to however you want. And it doesn't even have to be these subjects right here. You can change it and put whatever you want.
Okay, so this is how I house all the paperwork, like the documentation or their inclusion logs, accommodation logs, things like that. Anything that I need, I go ahead and I put it in here. So I can't show you the other side because right here is where they have their names. But over here, each kid is color coordinated, so you can see that their papers are all in here. So you can see them right here.
So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you some ideas of how to do your IEP documentation. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.